Got a little bit of a problem. For some reason, this one doesn't shut because of my mirror, and these ones shut, but it's like hard. So should I take my mirror
Daryl,
off,
can
or
you
should
mute?
I try to push?
All right.
Welcome to Strangers in a Cave, a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons exploration into the Undermountain. We'll be doing the next few months exploring. Let's go ahead and start. If we can start with Ardwill, if you'd give a little quick introduction so everybody knows who you are and how you became to this job offering with Lord Than.
I am Ardwill, an elfin ranger. I've spent most of the last 12 or plus months in the woods. I am an outlander. Got a little tired of that, as well as low on provisions, and frankly getting a little bored. So I came by Waterdeep and fell under the employ of Lord Than, as he needed help in his fields. And beyond that, I'm just seeming a little bit off to everyone. My nervousness is really showing.
All right. No foreboding there. How about Manny the Magnificent? Tell us how you came to be in the employ of Lord Than.
Well, I am Manifesto the Magnificent. My friends call me Manny, of course. And I've made my way down from Luskin, entertaining at taverns, doing my little magical show for the patrons, and get paid fairly well, room and board. When I got to Waterdeep, I want to be a great wizard someday, and that requires fame and fortune and adventuring. And I heard that Lord Than might be employing a group of adventurers, and that's how I came to Lord Than's employ.
And our battle priest Wylan, what about you?
Well, I came here after praying with my god at a temple in Neverwinter, and my god told me to come here and seek the tide of war.
War it shall be, shall we say. How about you, Ray Morningstar?
I'm a wandering elf who wishes to be a bard one day, but I'm broke, so I'm looking to make money to buy musical instruments and get training.
And that leaves us not last, and certainly not least, but Minen. Tell us about yourself.
Sure. Minen is a dexterous and sturdy-looking half-elf in studded leather and several short blades. His armor partially covers some sort of tattoo or brand of a black tower. Minen sought out the employ of Lord Than in an attempt to earn some quick cash to pay off a debt that has kept him in indentured servitude and prevents him from beginning his desired wizard training at the Black Tower Wizard School in Waterdeep.
All right. So you guys are at the estate of Lord Than. It's just outside the outer wall of Waterdeep. And he is looking for a group of cartographers, adventurers, brave souls to he has put together a map from multiple sources. He's come up with a map of one of the first levels of the Undermountain. It is and there's also always been rumors, or not even rumors, but it's pretty much accepted as fact, but that in the southern regions of the dungeon level, there are a bunch of caves. And in those caves, at certain places, if you can find them, are veins of Kyo crystals. Kyo crystals are highly valuable to magic people, to magic users and clerics. They can be used to power all sorts of arcane devices. things that are obviously worth lots of money. As such, he is putting together an expedition to mine those. And the first step is to take this map that he has given you, to verify that map, and to find a good place to set up a mining camp. And that's what he is looking to do. Here's the map. And so you guys are gathered around a table, and he pulls out this map and he gives it to you. It's yours to keep and to use. And what questions do you have?
Where's the entrance on this?
Well. See right here, the star.
Oh, the stairs.
Bottom. No, not the stairs. Those stairs, I'm told, go down into deeper levels.
So the well is where we come in then, yes?
Yes, we'll be using the. I've arranged to have a ritual that will allow you to use the what's called the portal round the well, or some people call it they call it South Fort portal because it comes out by South Fort Keep here, just near my estate. And you head down there, and then you can use this map and either head towards the south caves or the east caves. There are reports of Kaio crystals in both of them, and that's what I need you to do.
So are we to retrieve these crystals, and how many?
Well, no, at this point, what we just want to do is verify the map, verify a route in and out, and find a location that we can send miners to that is defensible there in the caves, and hopefully near one of the veins of crystals. So the task here will be to find one of those veins and return with any corrections to my map. And then if you do well and we're successful at that step, the next will be to put together some miners and have you escort the miners down. And he kind of looks around at you guys as he's talking about miners, and you get the distinct impression that he doesn't think you guys would be miners.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, we're far too handsome.
What about the payment for this?
Ah, yes, payment, of course. Well, you mean fame and fortune's not enough?
The fortune is good. What's the fortune part?
Well, I would, assuming you come back with good news, we would definitely pay each of you, say, 100 gold, 100 gold pieces each.
Ooh.
And how much do you make off a single Kaio crystal?
Well, it depends. I've got to fund you, and then I've got to fund the miners. It depends. I don't know how much the miners are going to bring back or how long it's going to take. And of course, it is the Undermountain, so there's always the possibility of loss. So there's a lot of risk here.
Yeah,
and
including
then,
our own lives.
Well, yes, exactly. But you have the easiest part. All you have to do is find the veins.
Easy. We have to find the route through without getting killed. And we have to brave all the dangers. And when you come up last behind us, we will have already faced all those dangers.
Well, my constitution wouldn't
I think we need a little bit
allow
more than
me
100 gold
into
each.
the Undermountain.
What do you say to 150?
Well, now you're upping my cost substantially.
It's only another 250 gold to you, and I'm sure that's nothing for someone of your stature.
Oh, every expense matters. Every expense matters. Why don't you, if you'd like to try to convince him, why don't you throw a skill check into the tower for me? So let's see just how convincing you are.
That's why I have persuasion.
Let's see. 5. Well, let's say for all of you, you can split it amongst yourselves however you'd like. Let's say 600.
All right. That's 120 each. I'll take it.
Do we get any money up front?
Well,
But we got to buy some food and some torches. You said there's upfront costs.
I've
So what
spent a great deal of money just getting this map made. Do you know how many scholars I had to go to and how many sources we had to put together?
Probably half a dozen. Doesn't seem like much of a big deal.
Well, look, I can provide you with torches and rations in addition to your 600 gold.
Fantastic. That is wonderful. So how many rations can we get off of him? 10?
No, I think we'll get 5 each, and he'll pay it. He'll keep us in rations as we're down there. We don't have to buy rations.
Well,
As
you can
long
only
as-
carry so many.
Yeah, but he'll give us the 10 rations, and when we run out, we'll get more as long as we're progressing.
Yeah, if you come back up, I can certainly reprovision you.
I already have rations, but how many more will he give me? 10.
Yeah, 10. Make sure you have the room as well as
I can
the.
carry another 50 pounds. After
Okay.
that 10, I'm fine.
But it's not always about weight. You also have to worry about bulk.
I know.
Yeah, something my wife keeps reminding me about.
So everybody add 10 more extra rations.
If you can carry. And I'm not going to carry it.
Guys, I feel we need to get going. I'm just feeling a little antsy up here.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
you can
head towards the
settle
well.
down and drink another beer.
Let's be heading into the dungeon, down the well.
Get to work.
Everyone have what they need.
I didn't know I was in the company of such shrewd negotiators.
Actually, I'm going to buy a grappling hook. I need one of those.
Yeah, we should have tried to get some potions of healing out of him.
Let's. So you ask him for a grappling hook because you guys are outside the city at the moment.
So amongst all of us, we don't have any lockpicks, huh? I wonder if we might pool our resources to acquire some before we go down.
Lockpicks are 100. I think I have 10.
25.
Yeah, 14.
I only have 3.
If he
We're
could
gonna-
advance us the 100, though.
Oh, they're
we
only
can
going
run
to
it
like
down.
25, not 100.
I don't think they're 100. They are. Let's see if they used to.
Just a suggestion. Perhaps we won't need them. I don't know.
I believe they're 25.
Oh,
No,
then-
they're kind of cheap.
I'm happy to chip in 5 gold.
Yeah, it's really laggy right now since I'm loading in so many modules.
Same, I can do that.
I'm not sure what our tally is there. Did we reach it?
If everybody
Need
puts
to go fund me.
Somebody only had 3, so somebody's going to have to put in more than 5.
I'll put in 7.
I can
Okay.
put in whatever.
So
What
if
are we at?
if everybody puts in 5, except for the person who only put 3 in,
Who said I was giving you money?
You want the locks unlocked, don't you?
I can just smash my way through.
You could damage the stuff on the other side.
That won't happen.
What if it's a treasure chest and you smash the potion?
What? Well, what if it's a mimic, huh? Then I did you a favor.
Yeah, I think the party. Do we want the lockpick set?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so too.
Everyone can certainly get reimbursed for what they donate from the gold at the end.
Fine, I'll give you 5 gold.
So who was given 3?
That was me mining.
Okay.
All right. So he grabs or he collects together your 25 gold and he gives it to a page to run into town and get some lock picks for you guys. He's pretty anxious to get you headed off towards the portal. And he tells the page to meet him and the group here with a set of tools, a good set of tools on the knoll just outside the port.
Okay. So then let's head there and we'll wait for our tools.
Sounds good.
Well then, you all set? Shall we go?
Yep.
Yes.
Please, let's go.
All right. So he brings you. It's only maybe half a mile from his estate. You're within the. There's a large keep outside the city of Waterdeep on the external walls in the southeast region. And you guys are only a couple hundred yards away from that. He pulls you up onto a nice little grassy knoll that doesn't have any trees on it, but you've got a pretty view of the sea off to the east. You can see the trade road inland, so you're between the sea and the trade road. And he's brought another gentleman with him who helps uncover. There are some old stones in a crude circle, shaped more like an eye, like an oval, than a circle. And he clears off those, and he starts a little ritual. And after about 20 minutes, the runner, the page boy, comes with your tools. So go ahead and add those to whomever's going to put those in their inventory, or we can add them to the party sheet if you'd prefer.
Add them to the party sheet until their money's refunded.
You know, I expect 20 gold from each of you back.
20? You've put 5 in.
Yeah. And who was the one that got us an extra 20 per person? You know what? I'll take 10 from each of you. That sounds fair to me.
Hey, do you guys see any? Is that the city watch over there? Are they coming this way?
Well, they do certainly seem to be looking at you from up above on the towers.
So how do we get in?
So this gentleman who's come with Lord Than, he clears off the stones. He sets up. He does a ritual, and it takes him about 20 minutes to go through, clear the stones, and do a little arcane ritual around these stones. And he says, "Okay, you've got about 3 minutes." And you can see that the stones do have a little bit of a shimmer to them.
How do we get back?
Ah, yes. So the portal around the well. So what you'll do is you'll come out at the portal, and you can use it to return at any time you want. What you do is you'll walk from where you are, and there is a well just down the hallway. Circle counterclockwise, and walk back to this portal, and it will teleport you here.
Dan, I rolled an arcane check to see if I could reproduce his item, his little dance, so we don't need him for the next future.
He seemed to spend. He used quite a few crushed emeralds in his thing, and there are certain things, that, symbols, and methods that he used that you're not quite familiar with. They all seem legitimate, but they seem to be beyond you at this point.
Okay. Fair enough. So let's go in.
I'll
All
go
right.
first.
So Wyland steps up in, and as he steps over those stones, there's a shimmering flash. His body shimmers in silvery blue, and he's gone.
I'll follow him.
And Ray, the same thing happens to Ray. He is gone.
Manny does the same.
All
Sorry,
right.
yeah.
I
Manny
assume-
does the same.
All right. So all of you follow him through, and you appear. Let me take me just a second to put you in rough location. There's a new map for you that should pop up here.
Anything to kill? I want to kill something.
Not at the moment.
What a shame.
So it is dark. It is pitch black, dark in here, but I think we have dark vision. You can see here off to one direction. There's not a wall around that well. It just is a hole in the ground, and it goes right down. So you can see that from where you're at. And then the hallway seems to run north and south. There's a little bit of a hallway that runs to the west as well.
Is it a perception check to see if we hear anything?
Sure. Yep, you can listen.
Everybody
listen.
else. Dice tower.
Sorry, I was a little distracted with the negotiations. What was the deal with this well? This well leads even further down, or are we supposed to just start here at the well?
If you want to jump down the well, be my guest.
The well is where we start. We circle the well to get back up.
Makes sense. Okay.
So those of you in first, you notice as the other people come in behind you, there's a flash of silver blue light, and then your companion is there in the hallway. As it happens, you can see right about in the middle, there are arcane runes on the walls in about that location. Okay. And they glitter as well as you all come through.
Well, I think we should probably look at what's inside the room, right?
Well, perception check to see if we heard anything.
No, you don't hear anything other than the scuffling of your own feet.
All right, well, let's get going. I walk into this room.
So, Ryan, or our cleric, is your alignment lawful stupid?
Hey, I'm going first.
So that's fine. We're just checking. I'm just checking if your alignment is lawful stupid, and if you're really good and you're gonna hold the door for the rest of us.
I don't have a problem with murdering you right now. Would you like to find out and see who would win?
All right, so this room, as Wyland looks into it, the ceiling is unusually high. It looks like it's about 30 feet up. Yeah, and you can see there's some cubby holes in it, and just a little bit on the far side, way up, about 20 feet up in the air, there's a small door up the wall. It's only about it's about 3 feet wide by 4 feet high.
And how high up is
Like-
it again?
It's 20 feet up.
Oh, good thing I
Maybe
bought
a
a
little bit
grappling
more.
hook.
What do you see in there? I presume no crystals. That'd be too easy.
Yeah, no crystals.
All right.
Let's search the room.
Well, I'm gonna take a peek around the corner.
All right. So you can see it just goes another 10 feet, and there's another door way up high. As you look at them, it's actually probably closer to 25 feet up. So the length, it's about the distance of 4 good elves.
Are these like cave walls that are, climbable, or are these smooth, flat surfaces?
The walls are smooth. Not that you couldn't climb them. I mean, they're not polished smooth, but it would be a difficult climb.
Yeah.
I take it the room's also empty.
Yes.
Well,
So
I don't think I
let's
can fit through that through those doors.
let's search the room.
Well, they're about 4 feet high. Probably just under 4 feet high. So you're not going to be able to stand up and walk in them.
Does it look like liquid flows out of them like water?
No, you don't see any. There's no dripping or watermarks.
No watermarks that flow into the well.
Nope, not that you've seen.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my rope and grappling hook to. I assume I can get a hook in there, right?
Into where?
I don't know. Around the door handle.
You can. That's going to be pretty tough, but you can try.
All right.
So that would be an athletics check.
Wait, does any of the ones with spell have mage hand?
Oh, I could burn the door down.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
I don't have mage
Okay.
hand.
Can't
It was
cantrips.
almost, but not quite. I was
Okay.
waffling on it. I almost picked it, but I didn't.
Well, that was also how you kind of responded. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
What about putting lights up there, a light spell to see if something's up there, like a bat or something?
All right.
Before
Sure,
you
I'll light a
start-
torch.
I
Art will light
I
the
have a light
torch.
spell. I have a light
Okay.
spell to use.
Yeah, why don't you use a light spell up there? And so if something flows out of there, you're prepared for it. So why don't you try a light spell up there?
All right. Yeah. I'll throw one up on the door closest to me. Actually,
On the door? Or?
right there, in between the two doors.
Okay.
Anything?
No, nothing reacts to the light spell. The room lights up, and you can see clearly now. There's still no other signs. This room is dusty. There's small rocks and pebbles and dust in the corners. Yeah.
Any tracks on the floor for our ranger to check?
All right. Well, let's
yeah.
get moving. This place
Good
is
idea.
boring.
Yeah, I'd try climbing up there, but I'm afraid if I fall, I'll die.
I think we need to find some crates or something to come back to try those.
I mean, there are easier paths we could take still that require climbing up ropes into miniature doors in the roof.
Yeah, I think let's come back. Let's go to one of the doors. Let's go to the hallway.
All right. So everyone go to the miners map. If we go to the left on this side of the map, right here, we will be going towards the south caves. which is right there with the red circle. We'd be going this way.
So what you're saying is this map is upside down.
It's like
Yes,
reversed. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, yeah, yeah.
The caves sound like a great place to find crystals. So
Well, do we want to go to the south or the east caves?
South.
Okay. To the
Are
south.
you sure? If you look at the map, there's a whole lot of rooms in between us and that.
Yeah, there's a lot of error on either side. Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, we will go.
Well, the
This
south
way,
looks less explored because the east has some writing, a foundry, fire stuff over there, but there's nothing really describing the south caves.
So we're gonna go into the unknown. Even better idea.
Sounds good.
That's what explorers do, right?
All right. Well, you get to go first then.
Earn that 120 gold.
Oh no, I'm not gonna go first.
No.
I support from
It's
the back.
110 gold. I charge a 10 gold fee for negotiating.
All right. So you guys head using the map, assuming north is up. You guys head south out of that hallway there.
Correct.
All right. So the hallway there goes about 30 feet, and then it tees left and right.
So is that where they're standing, Dan?
Nope. So from where they're standing, it goes about 30 feet south,
Okay.
and then it tees left and right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, judging from the map, we would want to go right.
sounds good to me.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so you can see that the route to the left goes all the way out through your dark vision. To the right goes about 20 feet before it turns left, which would be south again. And it goes about 30 feet. And then it turns, we'll call it east, and goes back.
I'd like to make our life easier. I would like to map this whole area. So I'd like to go north on this map, which is the wrong direction.
You want to go in the wrong direction.
We got 10 days of free food.
Yeah, and if we waste those 10 days, we don't get any more free food.
No, then we go back and we have map things for him. And the bigger map that I have, the easier it is for us to figure out where we're at if we go through something and get lost. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
North sounds good.
So what I'd like to do is go this way up to this corner and look.
All right. So going east, it goes about 40 feet before it turns south. Going north, you can see it opens up to the west side after, another 50, 60 feet. So kind of at the edge of your vision up there.
Well, I hope you're mapping this.
I am. That's why I want a bigger area to know where we're at. So let's keep going north on this map. Manny, are you going to keep
Sounds
up?
good.
Yep. Sorry.
That's okay. I just don't we
Yeah,
don't move anybody.
Yeah.
I-
No, that's cool.
Dan, we'll put the light back out, and I'll move. I'm +6 on stealth. I don't know if anybody wants to try to come stealthy with me.
Yeah, I'll do it. I have
What is it?
disadvantage on it.
On stealth?
Yeah.
You have advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage. But I'm
No,
plus 2.
you stay back a little bit, so at least I can sneak ahead.
Do you want me to cast light on you as you go?
No, I do not.
Are you sure about that?
So if you guys stay here, and I'll sneak up here and look around the corner. If I need to roll my stealth, let me know.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Anybody else going to go with him?
I can go with you if you like some assistance.
If you're plus
Stealth?
4 or higher on stealth, come up
I'm
with
up
me.
with pretty good.
Okay.
I'll
Wyland is
follow
staying
in the
back,
rear.
right?
The ones that have no stealth and our sorcerer probably wants to stay back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to stay back, but I'm going to use my message cantrip to whisper to who's leading our way. Was it Ardwill?
Yeah, in the rear.
No, in the front. Who's going in the front? Minen?
That's
Mine
Ray.
Ray, mine
Mine
and
and
Ray.
Ray. Okay. Then I'll message to Ray, in whispering that he can hear and he can respond back. Say, keep us posted with what you see, because it's silent. So, and then
Okay.
the three of us will know what's going on without following.
So as they approach that corner there, suddenly they know that it's coming from that opening and actually back around to the south, but everybody can hear it in the whole area. There's a deep rumbling and crash. It sounds like an avalanche of stone, and it rumbles and thunders, but you don't see anything. But
Where's it coming from, Dan?
There.
Is it moving closer or is it just noise?
it's just noise.
Okay.
And then after a few seconds, you see some dust, a little bit of dust coming out of that hallway.
So I'll tell everybody to come on up. And then I'm going to go look so I can see. We'll go up to here, Dan.
All right. So the north hallway continues up, and it looks to be at about 50, 60 feet up. It opens up into multiple directions, probably into all four cardinal directions up there to the north. And then let me reveal the other direction.
Yeah, I'll stealthily peek around the corner there too whenever you get a chance to see what caused all that ruckus.
So there is a stairwell going up, and it is full of rocks and rubble.
That's interesting timing.
And then this is what Ray sees in the other to the east. All right.
Well, map maker, which way should we go now?
We go up more.
I can't see through all that dust. Does that look passable, or is it filled in, the collapsed stairs?
It's awfully hard to tell from where you guys are at. I mean, if you want to go around and look up the stairwell, I'll give you more.
Yeah, let's go look up the stairwell.
So yeah, you can see it looks like it's probably fully collapsed. It is, you can see up, it goes up a long ways. At least 60 feet and probably 30 or 40 feet up. It seems to be almost full, and there still seems to be falling rocks.
If you look at the map, the miner's map, there's stairs there. Is that the stairs there?
This is the wrong direction.
I understand. But there's no other stairs the other direction.
That map, these aren't the stairs on them.
We're not sure how accurate or inaccurate the map is, so.
Yep.
Well, I paid a great deal of money for that map. I'm sure it's very accurate.
Do we want to try going south to see if going south matches what we see on the
Yeah,
miner's
but
map?
let's go look around this corner.
Yep.
So let's go.
Hey, I said if we go south, we go the right way.
We'll go
Aren't you
south in a
listening?
moment. So I'm going to come up here. If somebody, if
At about
Madeline
this
What?
time,
wants to come look,
suddenly all the dust and debris on the stairwell, just without a single sound, you see it all just starting to lift back up into the ceiling.
Well, you don't see that every day.
And
It's a
after about a minute or two, the stairway looks pristine again.
how far up does the stairway go?
It goes up about 60 feet before it curves, and you can see that it's still going up.
So it's a trap stairwell.
I think we triggered the trap somewhere, so.
Traps are usually there to deter you from something good, right? So you want to run up?
Or was it to keep someone up above from coming down to the goodies area where we are?
Good question.
About the hallway from where Ray is, it goes about 40 or 50 feet, and then it T's, so it dead ends in a T that goes left and right. To the south, I'll reveal some more. It goes and turns.
So let's keep going this south way, and then we're going to turn in the way that Ryan wanted to go.
All right.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Sure.
When you're mapping and you're trying to overlay things, the bigger chunk of map you have to overlay, the easier it is.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, I guess fighters and warriors are taking front now.
Yeah, you want to walk ahead, fighters and warriors, and go look around the corner?
Me first.
Right
Wait.
before you guys, hold on one second. I put the combat tracker too far over. So I will say that, never mind. Keep going.
What are you doing like 50 feet behind us?
Okay, we'll come up.
We're trying to let you be stealthy.
Yeah, dang.
Just giving you killing space.
So this hallway turns to the east. You can see a door right there on the south. There are the hallway goes past the door another 30 feet before it keeps going past that, but about 30 feet there is a hallway to the south, and it goes your full 60 feet to the east.
All right, well, I'll do a perception check on this lovely door.
What are you looking for? Or are you
Noises
listening?
Yeah, listening and looking at the door for any traps.
Okay. It all looks pretty normal here in the dark, and you don't hear anything.
I'll open the door once everyone
Well-
is where they want to be.
Looks like everybody's good.
I'll open.
So this opens up into a roughly rectangular room. There are a few crates and bags of food stuff. None of it looks good. It all looks like it's been opened and ransacked. On the south part of that, on the curving part of that wall, you can see that there are an archway that is carved in relief on that wall there.
All right, well, search the room, see if there's anything here
Well,
besides the rotten food.
let's light a light here. It's better to search.
All right, I'll use the light spot in the center of the room.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yep.
All right.
And if anyone does need light, I can shift it over to the...
All right. So you notice that there's an inscription apparently in common above that rough archway. And yeah, like I said, the crates here have been sorted through. There what used to be a lot of I want to say burlap, but not burlap, rough cloth, rough hewn cotton cloth, but most of it, or I should say all of it, has either been eaten by bugs or torn or ripped, shredded up. You could use it for torches maybe, along with the wood from the crates, but the food stuff is all spoiled. Everything, most of it is just the remaining wrappers that it came in.
How's the crate wood for the crates? Is it rotted or is it sturdy still?
It's still fairly sturdy. I mean, it's definitely old. It's old and it's not sun bleached, but it's old wood, but it's still sturdy.
Could we make a ladder out of it to get up those stairs, or not the stairs, up the
to the doors? Yeah,
doors in the first room.
Well, you definitely
have
could stack
nails?
them up. Well, you
I don't
could
have
definitely stack them up and use them as a stairwell, but I don't think you could get more than maybe 10 to 12 feet up with them.
check your inventory in case somebody has something useful.
I got no nails. I got
Well-
my grappling hook. I can get it.
So that would
Wooden-
get us
About halfway up.
What kind of check would it be to see how much weight it could hold?
jump on them.
Well, I'd rather check first.
Well, what skills do you have or tool proficiencies do you have that would tell you that?
Hey, whoever is nature, come here and check it out.
or survival maybe.
Talking about nature, we just had a lot of thunder roll by. Let's hope we don't lose
Yep.
power.
Yeah, let's hope.
I can do a nature check.
And I'll
Or
also
s-
do a perception, Dad.
Or a survival check to see if you could build something out of those crates to get up.
Yeah,
All right, here's a survival check. Who has the highest perception here? I'm a +6.
That'd be
that's
you
a lot
then.
higher than
I'm
me.
5.
Ray, what
So-
are you?
3.
I guess I'm the highest.
So Wyland looks at it and probably says, I could hit somebody over the head with this and it'd probably hurt pretty good. Where
Hey, Manny, want
Ardwill
to
is
test it out?
Ardwill feels that, yeah, I definitely, you could, this is buildable material.
But how much weight can it support? if we were to stack it on top of each other as like a stairwell or whatever.
Definitely one person.
But it only gets us up 10 feet. Is there any way we can make it bigger?
I have a
Not
grappling
without
hook.
tools to take it apart. You'd need tools to take it apart, and you could pull nails out of the crates, but again, you're going to need tools to do that.
Okay, well, let's leave it here and come back to it.
Did you say what the inscription was, Dan?
Yeah, right. I was gonna come back to that.
I did not. The inscription says back in to move on.
Yeah, that.
Now that you said there was an arch there, Dan?
Yep, on the curved wall there is a carved arch, fairly crudely drawn.
So
I'll
who's
walk
going to
backwards into it.
Okay, you walk backwards into a wall.
Oh.
It was an
I
IQ test.
throw Ray at it. Does it work?
Okay. So we got to remember we have nails and crates here, and we look for the next section.
I'm
Right?
pretty sure that inscription is how we get out, which I already put down in notes if you want to look at.
Doesn't show up in my notes.
It should be
Yeah, what notes?
portal back to surface.
Oh, it's not back in. So you just
Back, well, we walk counterclockwise around the well. So I assume that means back in to go forward or whatever. Might have another meaning though, but it was in common, so probably the one.
oh, shall we carry on?
You should carry on. What way do you want to go?
How about to the right?
Okay, let's go to the right, Dan.
Who's leading?
Are the fighter types going to
Wyland.
lead or the?
I lead.
Okay.
Since, well, I do have the highest perception and I have the highest armor class.
Okay.
So you're leading. Are you in the? Okay, so there's two
So
of you in
I'll
the
be
front.
like,
row.
I'll be like that, Meenan's like that, and then the rest can arrange themselves.
All right. So, Minen, make a dexterity check, please.
Save or check? Just
Save. All right. Do you want to go forward or back?
forward.
All right. Suddenly, a wall comes crashing down, almost right where Minen was, but he jumps forward. So Minen and Wylan are on one side of this stone wall, and Ardwill, Manny, and Ray are on the other.
I didn't like any of them either way.
Manny's gonna message Ray and wait, no, Ray, you're
Can
right
it
here.
go through a
Gonna-
wall?
I'm
though?
with you.
I'm gonna message Minen and say, "Are you guys okay over there?"
Well, can your thing go through a wall?
It can go through a wall, yeah. Depends how thick this wall is, though.
It's 2 feet thick. And is that divination?
That it's message cantrip.
Okay.
That's
You point your
probably too
finger
good.
towards a creature within range, whisper a message. The target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
But
I
what
can go through
what
solid
school of
objects.
magic?
Oh, it's only 1 foot of stone. Oh, transmutation cantrip.
So that works, except the stone's 2 feet thick.
Yeah, I can only get through 1 foot.
I'll check for traps on our side.
I'm going to investigate too to see if I can figure out what triggered that or if there's a way to reverse it.
I'll do a perception check on our side.
Okay.
I'll
So
light a
every-
torch.
And I will use light for us for Meenan and I to see.
All right. So go ahead and roll your checks in the tower, please.
All the while, I am still watching my back so I don't get stabbed in the back because I have trust issues.
All right. So it seems pretty. Yeah. It looks like it is almost part of the natural stone. You can just barely see that. Yeah, it's a separate wall, but it matches up just like a dwarf would make it. Damn earth dwellers.
Ryan, can you write on the map there trap so that we know that it will be a trap?
Sure.
Manny's going to go back into that room that had the message back in to move on. Maybe that'll trigger opening the wall back up.
Okay. So you go back into the room,
Mhm.
and nothing seems to have changed.
It's worth a try.
I'm gonna knock on the stone, just try to let them know we're back here. I don't know if they'll be able to hear it through that or not.
Okay.
So we didn't find any sign of trap or anything else.
No, you did not. So Wylan and Minen, why don't you kind of give me a synopsis of what you guys want to do? The others of you can pretend you're not listening.
I want to back into the wall.
It's still there.
Can I back
Seems
into
very
another?
solid.
Let's try the other wall next.
Okay. They're solid walls.
And what about the other one?
They're all solid walls.
What's ahead of us? Is it like an endless corridor there in front of us, or?
No, so it almost immediately turns south. And then you can see that goes south, and then it has offset going east and west. So there's a hall. It goes south about 30 feet, and then it has a hallway that goes east, and it goes another 10 feet, and then it has a hallway that goes west. Okay. Yeah. And the hallway to the east that you're in right now, that keeps going east as well. So you've got an east or a south route.
Well, I could scout ahead real quick if you want me to come back.
So
sorry to interrupt. Sorry, Dan. While they're doing that, can Ardwill start clearing some stone without making the situation worse? So maybe up top, just start chipping away at it.
Well, so it's not like fallen rocks. It is a perfect slab of dwarven crafted stone.
Oh, those damn dwarves. I hate
bet those
dwarves
dwarves
because
have
I'm
it
an
out for
elf.
us. 5 elves, of course they have it out for us.
So the Manny and Ardwill and Ray, what are you guys going to do after this wall comes down?
Okay, if we can't figure out what we want to do, the trick to being lost is to get back to the well. So what I want to do is the quickest way to go parallel to them is to go back to the well and take the path south, or the path to the east.
Right.
And so what I would recommend doing for us is what we're going to do is use that well on the map to try to circle around where they are. And they have to close their ears and not listen to me. What they should try to do is go circle around, go to the east down, and hit the well back. Does that make sense? They know where they are, so they try to get to the well.
That makes sense to me, but I don't know if they're going to think that.
Yeah, we didn't arrange that. Hey, kids, here's where we meet if we're lost.
Correct,
yeah,
but
exactly.
I mean,
right.
if you're lost, the thing about this is we know where we are. since we know where we are, we try to go to a common point, which would be the well. And then from us, I hope you guys have chalk or something. We should have talked about this before, but you could write a message. Hey,
Yeah.
morons, we left us.
I almost bought chalk before we came on this, dang it.
Next time.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we know what the 3 arcane people are going to do. Our frontline intelligent ones. What are you guys going to do?
All right, so take a look at the miners map, yeah. So pretty much where we are is, let's just say, one second, let me get out my drawing.
Have we tried? Something must have triggered
We
this
are
shot.
down.
Maybe are we standing on the mechanism that caused it to trigger? Maybe if we move forward, it will release itself, kind of like the rumble trap that just disappeared.
Back out to move forward or whatever.
So this is probably a stupid idea, but let's just move a little further forward and see if anything changes.
Well, either way, we're below that black dot. And we're kind of, right now, we're more so... One second. We're more so like down there. Like down about there near that arrow.
Okay. So Minen and Wyland, what are you guys going to do?
I feel like we have no choice but to move forward. I mean,
You've got east and you've got south. If you're going to move forward, you go.
okay, so yeah, I mean, what do you think? I think south is back towards.
Back towards the well.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. What do you think, Wyland?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to share another map. What happens is you see that it goes south and then east and west. You can see that when it goes west, it heads back to the portal, to the well. To the east, there's another north-south hallway down there at the end. Ray, Ardwill, and Manny, as you guys start backtracking, when you guys get up to that next corner, you notice that on one of the walls there's a little bit of phosphorescent glow, like somebody has marked. Maybe just with a brush or a thumb, they've made a little mark of glowiness, and you didn't notice it before.
Somebody must be tracking us.
Is somebody tracking us, or is it a spell? So can we tell anything about it, Dan?
I can do
Sure.
a
What do you want?
check.
I moved Minen and Wyland to the other map.
Did I succeed on my check?
No, it looks it doesn't look, magic usually seems to be pretty well pretty precise. This seems to be pretty imprecise.
How does it look like it's been here a while or not?
It's awfully hard to say. I mean, it's like a faint, like you would almost think chalk, but it glows. It glows in the dark.
And how did the 5 of us miss it?
Maybe it wasn't there.
That's what I'm wondering. Can we read it, Dan?
It's just like a not even an arrow. Maybe it's a little chevron.
Okay. Well, then we'll head back towards the well because circling around.
Can I do a quick perception check?
What are you perceiving?
Listening and looking with my dark vision to see if see any little dotting I's or hear any scuffles or scrapes.
Sure, absolutely.
Manny's gonna try and see if he can wipe this mark off.
Yeah, it does wipe off. You know, it kind of, or I should say, it more smudges. Some of it kind of comes off on your hand, but it definitely diminishes it a great deal.
But Manny, are you able to rub it back on? Is it like a one-time magical thing, or is it like a substance? If you rub your finger back on the wall, can you make a mark?
Yeah, try that.
Very faint, very, very faint.
Does it have an odor?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
In the tower?
Sure, please. Yeah, it does. It has almost a little bit of a, there's a little bit of a acidic bite to it, but it's a little loamy, earthy to it a little bit.
I'm thinking a creature might have left this mark.
Yeah, it does seem like it could be something from a creature.
Okay, well, let's head towards the well and see if we can find them.
All right. As you guys head back, you do notice that at each corner there seems to be another mark, another one of these marks.
Hey, aren't the three of us kind of stealthy?
Yep.
Maybe we should attempt to stealth our way back to the well, because it seems like something is here. We're not alone.
We're being followed.
Yeah.
Well, Wyland's going over to the well. Because this way's to the well.
All right. So Wyland and Minen get back to the well.
I don't know where he's going, but if he wants to follow me, he's welcome to.
Yeah, that is true, Minen. If you don't want to be there, you don't have to be.
Oh, you have an armor stealth penalty. Ooh.
No, I'm ready to follow.
Was scale?
Scale mail? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Let's follow these marks back towards the well. Do they seem to have followed us from the well?
Exactly. I think the first mark is at this where I drew the blue arrow.
Can we do an investigation check to see if we can detect an invisible, whether we think there's somebody invisible around here?
Well, so an investigation would be more like you're using some sort of means to detect it versus perception, which is going to be sight and sound.
So everybody make a perception check. Does that sound right?
Yeah, if you're just looking and listening, if you're
Okay.
looking for things out of the ordinary, listening for things out of the ordinary.
Okay. Manny has message and it's a cantrip. I have well, I don't remember what it's called. I have the ability to talk to anybody telepathically that I can see. We're not
Okay.
going to talk, Dan.
So that's fine. So Ray, I assume you want to catch up. You left
Yeah,
yourself back at
I want to catch up. And so we are not talking. We are talking, but we are either using message or the awaken the mind to talk. And we want to do a perception check and move stealthy to see if we're being followed.
Wyland's going to
Okay.
start talking in all of his 5 languages, saying, "Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?" And primordial, elvish, dwarvish, common, and celestial. He's just talking about. Anyone there? Hello?
Okay. Yeah, you guys certainly can't tell that there's no signs of something following you other than these marks.
Hey, Minen, what languages do you speak? Huh? You want to try talking to him?
So we'll go back to the well.
All right, you're one of the elves. Yeah, funny. Speaking
No,
of
that's
silly.
undercommon.
Oh, undercommon. Oh, oh, look who it is. About time you showed up. Jeez, you're late to the party.
All right.
Okay, so who has paper besides me? I have paper. Anybody else have paper?
Nope.
Nope.
That was interesting.
So here becomes a problem, and it depends on how nasty your DM wants to be. I'm mapping. Does anybody have paper to copy my map?
Nope.
Okay, so here's the goal. In the future, if somebody gets separated,
Go
try
left.
try to work your way back to where you were on the other side. So like this, we know where the well is, so we'd go back to the well. If something else comes, we'll pick the next point, and that's the point you go back to
Sure.
meet. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Go back to the most memorable spot we recently were at.
Correct. Okay. We want to move on towards the near map, Dan, not the portal entrance, to the near portal entrance, because we want to go that way.
Show me on the map with an arrow.
It's the near portal entry where Ryan put the 15. We want to go there.
That way, where I just drew a blue arrow.
No. We want to go off this way.
We're gonna go past the well and the way
Past
that
the
you
well.
guys came. Okay.
Yeah. We want to go past the well.
Okay, so I'll put you guys on that map. There you guys go, roughly. So you can see that. So the hallway that you're at goes north of 30, 40 feet before it dead ends in a T. This hallway goes east about 40 feet before it dead ends in a T.
Okay. So the loop that the two fighter types came through, that goes up, and is that a loop or it keeps going north?
No, it dead ends and connects right to where it was.
Okay.
But it's a T, so it goes east and west. They chose to come south.
Okay. Well, let's go towards the far end. So who wants to go first? Wyland didn't.
Go.
I'm 1 second. I'm looking. I'm thinking maybe I. No, I did not mess it up.
You did not mess it up.
I did not mess up the map. I am still good. I'll go first.
Okay. So go to the T down at the end and look both ways, and we'll follow you.
Hello. Anyone there? No.
So the hallway here, it goes north and south. To the north, you see it meet after about 30 feet, it meets up with that other hallway that the falling wall was on. And it also continues north for as far as you can see. And to the south, it goes a ways. There's a door on the west, and there's a hallway at the end to the east.
Oh, hey, is that another glowy mark?
Yeah, you notice back here where the blue arrow is, there's actually another one of those marks that those guys were telling you about.
I'm going to immediately do a perception check.
All right. What are you
we
looking
walked
for?
by.
Whatever's leaving those marks.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. Yeah, no idea. There's a sudden flash of light and rumbling in the distance.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There definitely is.
You didn't know the water deep had
There's a
monsoons, did you?
storm going on right now. So
Let's go south.
That's what
Lead
he's
the
talking
way.
about. well, I
So
want to
to
go to
this-
the store.
Yep.
All right. So you notice the east, it goes about 30 feet before it turns south. And there is a door here.
All right, perception check. I want to know if there's traps. I want to see if someone's on the other side of the door.
All right. It sounds silent.
All right, I'll open the door. Oh wait, wait. You didn't say it didn't look trapped.
In the dark, it did not look trapped.
I'll cast light. Does it look trapped?
No, it does not.
Okay, I'll dispel that. Now I open.
So this room actually has a faint brownish red glow of its own that seems to be emanating just pretty much from everywhere. The floors, the walls, it is full of crates and bags. Again, these look like they've probably been all opened and ransacked, but there's some large crates here. There's some small crates here.
Oh, that'll help us get up to those doors.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, we can't bring some of those crates through the door though.
Well, we can make some of the smaller ones in. Let's go check the room.
Yeah, and you
Ladies
do see that
first.
there's a.
After you, Ray. Oh, actually, no.
I'll
After
go-
you, Ardwill, since you're so eager to go in.
I'll go right here and check.
All right.
Lights in the room.
Yeah, so everything is fairly. I mean, it's dimly lit, but after dark vision, it seems to be quite fine.
Light spell. Center of the room.
Okay. Yeah, the room appears empty.
What about the other door area?
What do you mean? What about it? The door is closed.
There's another door, correct?
Yes.
Want to put the light check. Wyland, do you want to check since you have the perception check?
Sure. Do another looky for traps and listening and whatnot.
When does she get on her plane?
All right. So as you guys are checking that out, okay, there doesn't you do hear you do hear a couple of things. Let's see. It looks like Ardwill is covering the other doorway. There is a noise on the other side of the door.
Is it a language? Is it some being talked?
No, it's more of a not necessarily a scratching sound, but a grating sound.
Let's open the door and go in.
Yep, I'll open the door.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Oh boy, here we go with our messed up initiative.
There's a great big worm-like thing on the other side.
I think he already rolled our initiative, guys.
Oh, did I? Oh.
I think.
If you haven't, go ahead and roll it manually, this first one.
Ray, roll yours.
I'm looking for it. It's on the front, isn't it?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's in the
front character.
exact middle.
Yeah.
Your speed and armor.
That +4,
Okay.
the little die.
Yep. I got too many things open. Can't get to the dice tower. Or not even to the dice tower.
That thing's really fat.
There is a giant worm-like thing, and it looks hungry. It doesn't look like it's as fat as it wants to be. And it seems to be foraging through food. Or foraging about, looking about. And as the door opens, it looks at you and seems quite happy
Sorry.
to have found
The
some
dinner bell has
food.
gone off.
That's a storm warning.
That's probably a flood alert or something. I don't know.
Flash flood warning.
Yeah.
All right, and it is Minen's turn. It looks like he got initiative.
So, how scary does this thing look? Do I feel like I need to run the hell away, or does it seem formidable? Like, well,
Can you guys see the picture? I tried sharing the picture and I got an error.
I saw the
Yeah, I see it. It's pretty gnarly looking.
Yeah, it's like 2 inches high. You're 6 feet. You can take it.
all right.
I wonder if it'll follow you guys into this bigger room where we might have a better chance at it.
You're carrying antibiotics, right?
All right, well, he's going in first. All right.
All right, I pull out a dagger and sword and attack it, I guess. Hope you guys are ready to follow me.
All right. It reminds me of that song, Brave Sir Robin.
2 attacks.
It's
Holy
really nimble. Watch out.
That's a shame.
All right, Ardwill. Let's see what you can do.
Ardwell, your picture changed.
You look a lot uglier now.
Huh. What do you know? Is that light cantrip still up in the main room here?
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually.
I'm going to position myself. Can I get a shot through with the bow?
Give it -2.
For cover?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that, but I'm also going to use my 1 point of inspiration.
You
I
can
think
wait
you can
and
use it after.
yeah, you can
Oh,
roll and see
right,
if you
yeah.
miss, and then you can use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great idea.
And the rest of you do notice that Ardwill looks different than he used to look.
I did notice that.
Is he no longer an elf?
That's awesome.
And his fingers seem to have a phosphorescent glow.
All right, so you hit him and you wound him. It is not a mortal wound, though. You're not sure he noticed.
Well, that's not.
Dan, I can see from there, right? -2.
-2.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm done. We're rolling wonderfully.
All right.
Hey, Art will hit.
Shield. Actually, 1 second. Let me. That effect is wrong. Thanks. Let me deal.
Why don't you deal with it afterwards?
No,
You
I
cast
dealt
your
with it.
spell and do you move?
Yeah, it's a bonus action. Move right there. And then I'll.
And you hit. And it still doesn't seem perplexed by your hits.
Oh wait, actually, yeah, and I'll do my. I'll use one of my 4 daily bonuses. Actually, no, I used my bonus action already.
All right, Manny.
All right, Manny's gonna 5, 10-ish.
Here, look behind your ear. Look, there's a gold coin behind your ear.
Yeah, well, I would try that if it were a more intelligent creature, I think. But this guy's pretty dumb looking, so we're just gonna firebolt him.
We can't roll well.
Oh, it's still a hit though. And then I will move out of the doorway.
All right. So it's going to take a bite out of Minen. Or at least it's going to try.
Did the portrait change on Ardwill? Is that because he changed or just because he liked a different picture?
Because he looks different than he looked when you guys came in.
Okay.
Oh, Minen gets bit.
Ouch.
And then a tentacle lashes out at check your targeting, guys. I think I screwed up everybody else's trying to get him to target. Target lashes out at Wylan.
At an unidentified creature.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
that's
A
brand new.
21.
And he smacks you. Oh.
That one.
And oh, you
Fine.
failed your save. Bummer.
Guys, this thing's pretty vicious.
Good, and you saved your against your poison save.
Did you change the name from a creature crawler to an unidentified creature?
Yes, I did. There's a new feature in Fantasy Grounds that I wasn't aware of, or I forgot about. They just rolled out last week.
Is there a meta question? Can you hide the names on the images? That's what usually gives it away.
I don't think you can yet. I don't think they have that. Oh no, it
Lucky
says
man.
unidentified creature.
When I hover over,
Sweet.
Did you re-roll the initiative, Dan?
Yeah, I think
yes.
it did.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Yeah.
it did.
Yes.
And I
Boo.
still rolled. Still
Ardwill
rolled
rolled a
horrible.
4 too.
But he has Dex on him.
Yep. So Minen, it's your turn.
okay, I'm going to use the second wind as a bonus action. I'm going to attack with my short sword. Man, I suck.
You can always use your inspiration and re-roll that.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm feeling it's inspired. I'm about to die here, so. Nope.
That's
still
not
works.
better. Man, you are rolling 3s, 4s, and 1s.
Oh.
On the front page of your character sheet, just uncheck that box. And it is Wyland's turn.
Hmm. Surely it won't hit me again. There's a second shield of faith. And now I'm rolling 2s. What are you doing to me, Kleinen?
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15 there, so I'm not minus. I'm going to use my inspiration to cast again.
Woo woo!
And then I'm going to move 10 back to get out of the way.
Choose a square.
Am I not in a square?
That's not square either.
Left or right?
Oh. Move there. And I'm done. It's Manny's turn.
All right, I will similarly pop my head into the doorway, fire another firebolt. Oh, that's a good one. Come on, big damage. Seriously? And then move out of the way.
It's all up to you, Ardwill, or whatever your name is.
Yeah, about that. So I'm going to move. How can I get out of the cover situation? Is this a crate here that I could hop up on, or where can I get a clear shot?
Sure.
Is what I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah, you could get it. Absolutely.
So that was 20 feet. As a bonus, I'm not doing a full investigation, but I'm just kind of scouting around the door area in case we end up having to bar the door shut. Sorry, guys, on the inside. Do I see any, implements, pieces of wood, boards, planks, etc., if we had to close that door?
Let's see. I accidentally held down Alt while I rolled the die.
Yeah, this door, well, I can see it goes inward, so it's not like we can just put
Yes,
something up against it.
Yes, right.
Yeah, it does open inward, but you do see there is a plank that might be able to jam between the door and the frame.
And an inviting door that's
Between the
wide
hand-
open behind us.
Yeah, between the handle and the frame.
Okay. All right. Big money. Here's the roll. Inspiration. Wow.
It was what it wanted to be.
I'll end my turn there.
All right. He this time he's gonna bite at Wyland and misses, but he will then use his tentacles to attack Minen. Oh, he hits you.
+8 with tentacles. Whew.
All right. Let's see if you make your poison save. Oh, you did. Bummer. All right. Ardwill?
Poor Minen, he goes after.
No, this is a new round.
Yeah, he goes after.
Gonna lob an arrow at him.
Oh, poor Minen. Minen did not like getting smacked by the tentacle. Man, it must be blowing strong wind. I can hear the wind outside through my headset.
Yeah.
And the rain. Manny, your turn.
All right. Repeat as necessary. Move to the doorway. Fire that firebolt. Yeah, baby.
You do have
And
actual
get 'em.
spells, don't you?
Nice.
I'm only first level, guys.
We're all only first level.
I know it. It gets better. It gets better.
Well,
And
so
watch
where
as I
are
pull
your
that out of
spells?
my hat.
Do you not have spells? Where are they?
I have great illusions to entertain.
You're absolutely useless. Dear God.
Dear Tempest.
Oh, dear Tempest. Yeah.
Wyland.
He is looking pretty ragged. He's pretty upset, let me tell you.
Mom.
Oh. He is dead.
In the
With
name of
a-
Tempest, I have slain this beast. And mark that down as kill number 1. Everyone else, 0.
What was
All
the
right.
damage tally on that again?
What damage tally?
Yeah, you do see a couple arrows in it, right?
So this
Yeah, I see like
singed-
half a
singed
dozen on the
areas.
floor.
Speaking of which, I'm going to recover. Do we need to do anything special for that, Dan?
You get half of them rounded up.
yeah, those that missed, you get half of them back, and just, I mean, if you keep track, great. Otherwise, just estimate. But arrows that hit are lost, are broken.
I missed twice, so I get one back.
All right. So this is a giant worm type thing. It's got lots of little legs, and it's got, it appears that it's probably omnivorous, eats anything it can find. It seems to have been rather hungry.
We cut it open.
Oh, I was going to say, I have a quick question. Because Ardwill looks different, do I really even know that it's Ardwill?
Who's that?
Yeah.
He's wearing the same clothes that he was and holding the same things.
Okay. All
Is
right.
his face different? I
He's
assume
about
yes.
3 feet taller.
Ardwell, what happened? Do you wish to answer the question?
It's complicated.
That's okay.
When it comes
Are
to the
you-
God of Tempest, nothing is complicated. Tell us what happened.
Are you like the Hulk when you get in combat, you Hulk out?
Hulk smash.
Or were you pretending to be an elf and you're not really an elf?
So I think in the interest of the bond we're forming here as 5 former strangers in a cave, I am not an elf. I am gotten myself in a little bit of a situation. I'd rather not go into the details, but just know, and I hope I proved myself a little bit here in combat, that I am a part of this team. It's going to come with a little complication. I've had a heck of a time seeing, insofar as I don't have dark vision. So yeah, and I'm sorry about the marks. That was how I was trying to keep up. So I'm sorry if you guys got a little agita over what may or may not have been tracking us.
So you don't have dark vision.
That is correct. I do not.
Are you a half elf or half orc?
We don't really have a name for ourselves. We're just the people, but in common speak, most refer to us as Firbolg, Firbolg, Firboog with an umlaut, and other variations along those lines.
Doesn't bother me. I don't know about the rest of you.
Manny has no issue.
Wyland readies his weapon.
I don't know how I feel about this. You know, I could drop you right here. I'm a battle
Yeah.
priest, okay?
So
I can fight.
he helped kill, so that's good.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't kill it.
Well, you got to give him a chance for the next one.
I don't have to give him a chance. He has to earn it.
Well, let's search the rooms and cut open the monster.
These
Ardwill can cut him open since he's not an elf and we're delicate. Check the gut for this thing.
Yeah, I have no problem doing that. I'm quite handy with my one of my 2 short swords. Let me dig in there. What do we got?
We're going to search the inside, Dan, and we're going
Wait
to
a
search the
second.
crates.
How do I know Meenan's not is really an orphan now, huh?
Your whole life has been a lie.
What about you, huh, Ray? You seem like you're always trying to trick everybody.
Somebody's probably a dwarf in here.
And what about you, Manny? Are you trying to oops? Are you trying to swindle me with your illusions? Or are you gonna try to stab me in the back, huh?
No, but I will try and take your gold once you get some.
No, you owe me. Remember that. You owe me 10 gold pieces. Ray, you owe me 50. You're in debt to everyone.
So do I need a nature check or something, Dan, as I'm searching through the entrails of this beast?
Yeah, that would be perfect. Nature or survival.
Hey, Wyland, do you need to heal yourself a little, or are you okay still?
What magic? I have no more magic.
Are you out of spells, Ryan?
Yeah. I still got plenty of smashing.
So Ardwill is able to cut up the beast. It does have poison glands that you were not able to recover. Its stomach is empty, so it was obviously very hungry. It seems like it's been some time since it's eaten. And Ardwill no longer smells like an elf.
Okay.
Well,
what about the crates? Anything in the crates?
Again, it seems to mostly be spoiled goods. There are some farming tools and instruments. There's some bags of seed and things like that. Manny notices over where he is that while he's over there, he's not sure why, but the hairs on the back of his neck stand up. There's something wrong over there.
Guys, there's something weird over here.
Is it the indication of a secret door?
What? Is it your face?
I don't know, but
Huh? Liar.
I will do a perception check though in the tower.
Well, since I didn't roll mine in the tower, it doesn't matter. Roll yours where you want.
Winner.
All right. So yeah, there you see there that there is a well. There's a rectangular cutout in the wall there.
You know, we might want to take a short rest so Wyland can get healed. Short rest, he can throw a dice.
Mm-hmm. What's that, like an hour?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yep. Maybe bolt these doors.
And then we get the full story out of Ardwell. We get an hour to hear it.
Yeah, and well, we could also see, you said there's farming tools. Can we make a ladder out of these crates?
Yeah, definitely.
So
there's enough material here to pile boxes up, make a crude ladder, whatever you need.
So Ray doesn't do anything. I don't know if Manny doesn't do anything. Wyland can go sit in the corner, and Wyland, do you get anything on a short rest?
Hit die. I'm not no fancy wizard. I don't get spell.
Okay, I didn't know who gets. I get on a short rest. I'll get my spell back.
I get my disguise self spell back if I want to. You want me back to look like an elf?
No, you're fine. Save it.
I have a
But we'll-
disguise kit. We could use that.
Yeah, unfortunately, disguise kit isn't gonna shrink him by 3 feet.
No, but it'll make him look pretty.
The Furbolg version actually does.
So where are you guys when you take your short rest?
We'll be in the big room.
Big room.
And we'll move some stuff in front of the doors.
Yep.
That not block at the door, but so that if the door opens, we have a barrier that we can shoot over and cast spells over. And
Wylan opened this crate and hops inside.
Ardwell, do you have light, or do we need Wyland to cast light for us?
I'm on a sleep. See ya.
I have torches, including I gathered materials at the room with the broken rags and things, so I have enough for 20 torches total.
Doesn't the light spell last a long time? Can we cast it on a torch?
Let's keep the light spell. What you want to do is put the light spell on like a string or a necklace and put it around your neck.
I'll put it on.
believe it-
Alright, I'll cast it on Ardwill's. Now I'm
No.
going to sleep.
No,
Yep.
that's never good.
Nope,
No,
I put it
but
on
it-
his face and I'm going to sleep. What you get?
Well, as soon as you close
With
your eyes, it's a
crosshairs.
concentration spell, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's an hour
Are
long.
you sure?
Yeah, I think it's
Yep.
a duration.
It's an hour.
Put
Okay.
Ryan, you need to put it on a coin for him so that he can drop it and hide it and
Alright,
go
well,
into the
give
dark.
me one of your
Yeah.
coins. I'm not giving you one of mine.
He can put it on one of his.
Actually, I'm gonna need 2 coins. You see, the spell requires the sacrifice of a coin. So,
You better-
Ardwill, I'm gonna need 2 coins.
You better be careful on that, because if you start playing that way, I'm a really good thief, and I don't have any problem.
Actually, you know what? I got a few fireflies left. I'll go with those and keep my coins. Mama didn't raise no fool.
All right. So you guys are able to make it through your short rest. I will go ahead and apply that.
Okay. Did Wyland roll a dice?
I'm good.
Okay.
You did now.
Okay, so let's go check out the secret door. If the hour's up.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are able to do your short rest.
Okay. So let's go check our secret door out.
I'm gonna hang here at the doorway, keep an eye on the first door in the big room as well as the
And I'll
party.
keep an eye out on Ardwill. Right behind. Right
And,
next.
and Manny's going to point out what he found to Minen, and then move out of the way in case something happens.
All right. So it appears, you guys have figured that there's probably a secret door there, but you don't know how it operates.
Investigation.
Can I investigate here?
All right.
I'll do an investigation too.
Yeah. So Minen's able to quite quickly find a lever, part of the stone that he can push in. And when he does that, the latch opens and the door can be pulled open if you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, pull it open.
It is a small little room that appears to be quite empty.
Search the room.
Could we throw something into the room first? Some inanimate object?
Let's take 10 minutes and I'll do detect magic as a ritual.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we've waited an hour. We can wait 10 more minutes.
I don't want to go in there and have another wall show up behind me, trapping me in forever.
Yeah, there appears to be no magic. There's no magic from
That
detect magic.
room, this room, all the rooms. The room with the crates. Is there magic?
Nope.
It
Does
is
Ardwill have any magic on him?
Nope.
nobody.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
His face is glowing.
No, he didn't have you do it.
I'll throw my
I don't need
backpack.
his permission.
Toss my backpack in the floor just to see if I can set off a trap if there is one, and if it all goes well, then I'll move in.
Yeah, so it doesn't go off, and moving in, nothing happens. It appears to be just an empty secret storage room.
Spend these for peep shows or something, guys. I don't know what this room is for.
It's a good place to hide out if you're being chased.
True.
if you're
Yeah,
being-
good point.
Did we do an investigation inside the room?
No.
So
Manny
do
will
an-
do that.
Do an investigation, see if there's another secret door.
Yeah, do I feel the hairs on my arm? No.
Yeah.
Wylan will help out with a perception check.
Yeah, there doesn't, again, it, from everything you can tell, it's as mundane as possible.
It's like a safe room.
Maybe safe enough to take a long rest, cramped, but maybe.
Very
Put the fur
cramped.
block on top.
It is 7:51. Do we open the door or stop here?
I was going to say that I think this is a good place for us to wrap up. We do have the nominations for inspiration, and if necessary, voting.
I
To
think
do?
Ard will, because he has the coolest portrait now. And we didn't figure it out.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah, I know some people used inspiration this time. I nominate whoever used it, so they have some more.
Okay, and remember, you guys can stack up to 3, and you can nominate 2 people.
I nominate Manny. He was, I think, the first one I noticed who did it back in to one of the other, not the back end of the wall, when after the
Hey, I did
crap
that.
wall.
I did that
Yeah,
4 times and it didn't work.
yeah, I remember that too. I nominate Manny because after the big wall fell, he backed into the room. I thought that was clever.
All right, so we've got Manny, Ardwell, and Ray nominated. Any other nominations before we figure out how we're going to vote, I guess?
Well, I'd like to nominate, if we haven't already, whoever used it. I don't remember because I don't know voices yet. Who used their inspiration up?
Ardwell, Ray, and Minen used inspiration. So why don't you guys just in chat type 2 names of who you'd prefer, and we'll go with that. It's remember the purpose is for who made the night the funnest for you. To reward enjoyment. And no voting for yourself.
Oh, ignore that. I was just experimenting.
Yeah, no, I like the vote, but there's no way to do.
Well, I think we could do it by having like 5, one of each name. You can do it, and then for future. But
Yeah, we could do that. Here, I'll put that together.
Okay. Do we get experience?
Yep.
Do we get enough to be second level so we can have real spells?
Nope. All right. So it looks. I'm not sure everybody's voted yet. Looks like
No.
one person's yet to vote.
I think that would be Ray.
I
Yeah, my
voted.
two are in.
Oh, am I supposed to go here?
In the
Yeah.
chat.
So
Yep.
so in the chat, see, I have a vote box for Manny, for Ardwill, for Wylan, Ray, and Minen. All right. So
Okay, I voted.
all right. So that's going to be Ardwill and Ray. Go ahead and give yourself another checkbox on your character sheet.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right. I hope everybody enjoyed the evening. I know I had fun watching you guys do asinine things, but hey. And
Hey, that wall had it coming. All right.
I have to say the re-rolling the initiative, I love that. That's awesome.
I
Yeah,
like it so far.
yeah, so far I think it adds a little bit of uncertainty, right? Chaos of combat.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Great. For those of you following the stream, I really appreciate you signing in, and keep an eye out. We'll be here every Wednesday, same time, or Thursday if you happen to be in Europe or Asia. And we will post the videos up on YouTube with a link, and let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. And to all the players, I'm so stoked that you guys are here. Take care, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks for coming out to the stream, and hope you had a good time.